Alright, I wanted to make a new video talking about different heights and how things go for them or their sexual attraction. Maybe advice for them at every height. So yeah, let's start off with the different heights. 5'3". Oh, and disclaimer: this is all for Gen X, no, Millennials, Gen Z in the United States. All right. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So 5'2" and below. No, 5'3" and below. This is pretty much range where online is online is just it's a desert. Don't even try it. Um, Also, this range, it's just you're always going to be looking up at women, so you got to get used to it. A lot of times, this range heads directly to black pill or extremely blue pill. This range is really dumb to be red pilled because it's not going to work. There's just no point. So you're better off becoming. I mean, honestly, you have to honestly be white pilled at that point because you want to be blue pilled but enlightened too. I mean, they're just you got to be white pilled probably at that point. You got to be yeah. You got to read more than other people. You got to be able to reason more than other people. You got to be like the best of the best when it comes to your mental strength. Um, that's 5'3" and below. Um, okay, so next tier is 5'4" to 5'7", maybe 5'8", but 5'4" to 5 foot, depending on your race, but 5'4" to 5'7". That's the next tier. Now, as you see in my other video, 5'5". So, this range online for the most part is kind of pointless. You'll get something every once a year, twice a year, like you know, within months you'll get something. You'd have to be really, really maxed out body and face wise for you to have something online. Um, or you'd have to like wait to become to provider max in your 30s, 40s, whenever age you start making decent money. But this range, it's still more worth it to um, to not rely on online too much. Still worth it to actually meet people. What else? Yeah, so online's mostly a desert. It's not 100%, but it's mostly a desert. Let's see. This range is usually it depends. Like if your face is not the greatest, then probably I can see this going into black pilled and blue pilled. Red pill doesn't work too much in this range, but it does help. It does help a little bit. Um, it does help a little bit being a little red pilled, but it doesn't give you the much effect as it does the next ranges. But your mental strength has to be pretty tough too. Inner mental strength and also your outside social strength has to be good. You can't get away with being a quiet model looking guy. You can't get away with that at this range. When you're 6 feet, yeah, probably 6 feet above, you can get away with being quiet and good looking. But at this range, doesn't mean anything. Um, okay, let's go to the next range. 5 foot. So this is funny. So like in America, I'd say 5'8" is that weird. It's like that inflection point. Below that they resonate with the short guys, and above that 5'9" they resonate with average height men, like everyone in the bar, 5'10". But 5'8" is like that weird. It depends it depends kind of what race you are. Like if you're white, I could see them kind of like, oh, I'm a short guy. But if you're probably Hispanic or so, then yeah, you probably maybe resonate more with the average height men. But so it depends. But for the most part, 5'8" to 5 foot. This is a big range actually. Let's say 5'8" to 6 foot, 6'1", maybe two. So 5'8" to 6'1". This range, let's just say 5'8", 6'2". Honestly, in my opinion, this range you're mostly normal. Like you go anywhere, you're the average height. The thing about this range is you're probably larger than all women. You're always looking down at women. Your online is actually, I mean, nowadays 2024 is different from 2014. 2014, I would be saying, yeah, online's a playground for you guys. But 2024, probably online's, yeah, pretty hard. But you do have options. That's the thing. You do have options at this height. Now, are they the greatest options? Probably not. You know, but if you hustle and hustle, yeah, you probably will get something. That's just I'm not. I know there's a lot of guys struggling at this height, but you probably will get something. Um, Red pill is the best for this height. It's really the best. I've seen most guys. This height is where red pill works. All those transformations online is like, oh, ultra skinny. I went to ultra buff, and all results and social results. Like a lot of this is because of your height. If they were 5'2", they would still be 5'2". So, um, this is where, yeah, it's what's it called? Yeah, red pill really works at this height. These guys, a lot of times they're still blue pill too. Well, majority of men are still blue pilled the heck out. These high, some of them are black pill because of their face. So what else? What else? I think that's it. But yeah, this side in America this is normal. Like you can go any bar, anywhere. You don't have to compensate. You don't have to thug max. You don't have to buff max. You don't have to pop star max. Like this is like your average. As long as don't this honestly just at this height really it's just you just have to lift normally. Don't just be slim and most likely good. But um yeah. All right. 6'3" and above. That's the last tier in my opinion. Now this height, you're way beyond looking taller than most of the women. Tall women are actually looking out for you. They're actually waiting for you uh, to make the move. At this height, it's funny. At this 6'3" and above, very short women are asking you out online and even in person. Like they're just giga simping for you hard. Not all of them, but there's quite a selection of very short women. I mean, like 5 feet, 5 feet, 5 feet one, 5 feet two, 4 foot 11. That really, really want you. Um, Also, this height, a lot of them, I don't think they really need to red pill max, red pill rage, red pill max, muscle max, all that stuff, because you really already have the height. And majority of times I see these guys, they really go running. They do dumbbell work, they do light work, they maybe some weights, free weights at home. But I really don't see this height really raging hard at the gym too much, um, like you see the 5'11" guys. This height rarely understands the black pill. It's really hard for them to understand. Um, they have a they have a little bit of entitlement just because they grew up tall, so they kind of recognized such privileges from an early age. This height in the this tier, you can be forgiven for um, a so-so face, a below average face. I've seen so many guys be saved just because they're this high. I put their face on a 5'4" or five, even 5'7", and I know they would be alone and be on 4chan or whatever. So yeah, online is pretty fun. Online is pretty. I want to say fun because I think online's bad for everyone. Pretty bad these days, but I think online is very. It's actually doable. This height. It's actually nice. It's not the greatest, but there's definitely activity for you at this height. Um, what else? Yeah, a red pill still works though, but you just don't need it that much. A lot of times, people at this guys decide are very blue pilled. Um, like I said, it's very hard for them to understand the black pill. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's it. So those are my, what was that? That's the 5 feet, 5'2", 5'5", 5 foot. That's an average. Then the tall. So that's my 4 tiers. Might have been five. I think it's 4 tiers of heights and how life goes for them. All right.